All right, welcome to video 4 on our series from BizKids and their portion of Money Can Grow on Trees. Of course, we've been saying over and over that that's the idea of metaphor, right? It's not really such thing as a money tree, but hey, you get the idea. Now, in this one, we're going to look at a young person who is at the age of 16 running her own business in the sense of it's a little bit different than the other ones, right? We saw Etsy. We saw a musician who's been touring and gigging. We've seen a henna artist. Now we're kicking it up a notch, and she has a whole warehouse of products, and she offers these products to people. And so I want you to pay attention to a couple different things on this video here, right? So this is on Gladiator Lacrosse. It's an actual brand. It says here that Rachel states she holds a role in her business. What kind of responsibilities come with operating in that position? Well, that's a big one, right? Rachel identifies an opportunity or need, right? Or needs, plural. How important is identifying an opportunity to an entrepreneur? That's an interesting one. Look for the part where Rachel asked questions in regards to equipment and the terms she used for that process. That might come up a little bit later if you're in my classroom. And then did Rachel just wing it, or did she use a process here? And then finally, we're actually going to follow or see a video on a gentleman named Jeff Hoffman here. And Jeff is kind of unique here to be featured because, well, I'm going to show you here in just a second. Now, I went ahead and looked Jeff Hoffman up because I wasn't really aware. I knew he did some things, but I wasn't aware of his complete background, right? And then I read this, I was like, that's where it's from. All right, so here we go. Jeff Hoffman is a successful entrepreneur, a proven CEO, a worldwide motivational speaker, best-selling author, Hollywood film producer, holy moly, a producer of a Grammy-winning jazz album, man, that's unique, right? An executive producer for an Emmy Award-winning television show. Wow, that's a lot to cover, right? In his career, he has been the founder of multiple startups, meaning they've started off and then they started running, right? Startups. He has been the CEO, the Chief Executive Officer of both public and private companies. He has served as senior executive in many capacities. Jeff has been a part of a well-known successful startups, or has been a part of well-known successful startups, including Priceline.com or Booking.com, Ubid, and more. So I think that the information that this billionaire gives here is quite valid. So we're going to watch on Gladiator Lacrosse, and then we're going to jump straight into Jeff Hoffman's little excerpt here. So when you get done, if you're in my classroom, there'll be an assignment there at the end, and I hope you're able to take something away from these series of lessons.
Problems create opportunities. Hi, I'm Rachel Zeitz, and I'm the CEO and founder of Gladiator Lacrosse. I started Gladiator Lacrosse because I saw a need in the lacrosse market for high-quality, low-cost lacrosse practice equipment. I'd buy my competitors' products, and I'd be completely frustrated with the quality out there. I mean, after just a month or so, they would be completely destroyed. I went out to my coaches, and I talked to my coaches, I talked to my fellow teammates, and I asked them, like, are you having the same problem? I mean, really, that was surveying the market, but I didn't really know what I was doing at the time. I was just being logical and asking my friends what they thought. Necessity is the mother of invention. I was able to create a business plan, get the money after pitching the investors for funding, and then starting the company. I began the design phase where I had to create a website, design the products, and find out what I wanted to include in my ideal rebounder and goal, which were 20% thicker steel, as well as thicker netting. The first time my products came and all their packaging was super exciting. All the colors I wanted, my logo, everything that I worked so hard for, I was able to set it up and use it, and it was just amazing. I guess I'm kind of an odd 16-year-old. When we first started, we sold 1 unit a week, then a couple units a week, until we started selling 9, 10 units a day. This is our 20,000 square foot warehouse. Growing this fast is very difficult, especially while I'm still in school, playing lacrosse. I've hired employees to take on these day-to-day aspects of the business. that allows me to be the strategic visionary in creating new products. We've done so far well over $1 million in revenue, which is great for us, especially for a starting company. This year, we're looking at doing over $10 million. You need to identify a need for something and then figure out if you can make a profit. 2, 3, Gladiator! Woo! Hey, BizKid, if you want to make money, start a business.
Hey, what you working on?
Well, I'm looking up some flights on Priceline.
Priceline.com, that's a very innovative company.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible.
You know, that company was founded by a group of people that learned to seize opportunity. Some of the world's most innovative companies and most successful entrepreneurs are the people that realize that every night while we sleep, something happens somewhere in the world that the first person to see that is the one that's going to capitalize on that opportunity. New technologies, new trends. For example, auctions were brand new. eBay was brand new. The internet was brand new. Priceline came up with this idea for a reverse auction, harvesting consumer demand on the internet, asking people where they want to go, how much money they have, and then instead of you going out and trying to buy something, we'll sell the demand. Putting all those opportunities together into one place was what created Priceline.com.
How do you know so much about Priceline?
Oh, I'm Jeff Hoffman. I'm the co-founder of Priceline.
OMG,